So let us see what we have created. What are the meanings of that? So you have created a new project, Android project, which means we are creating a new Android app, right? And then the app name, you can keep anything. You can keep example app, hello world, or something. So it will say package name. Package name will be normally .com, .org, right? So com or something. Dot your organization name, dot your department name, dot your project. Okay. So in the real project, what you can do is you can say com dot Babatla Engineering College, which is BEC dot IT dot third year dot whatever your application name. Okay. So in industry, actually we use like that. So it's a reverse way to track. In a website, actually it will be the reverse way, like com will be last year. In Java packages or Android app packages, it will be start com on, and then it will go to organization, department, sub-department, and finally your project. So in the second class, it is not audible, let me know. So we are selecting Java. You can select Java or Kotlin. So in this workshop, we have selected Java. And also in the build configuration language, we are actually using Groovy DSL, which is build.gradle, right? So what is a build tool? So we have different kinds of build tools like Maven, Gradle, or Java. So build tool means, because in Java, the classes needs to be compiled first, right? So Java is a compiling language, right? Whereas Python is an interpreted language. So which means there are two stages in Java. First is the compilation, second one is the execution, right? So compilation we use Java, execution we use Java, right? So compilation we use JDK, and for runtime, so if your computer is only having KRE, you cannot compile your new Java classes. So that's why we normally download JDK and install. KRE is not sufficient. So this build tool, what they will do is, it will maintain the external dependency. It will compile and it will create a final usable object, right? Or usable package. For example, you want to build a house. Will you prepare your own bricks? Will you prepare your own cement? Will you prepare your own? You will get all those things and you will build, so that it is easy, right? Similarly, whenever you are using any programming language, you start using some libraries which are interface materials, which they have exclusive. So these libraries for Java will be in the form of jar files. JAR stands for Java archives. Okay, here archive. And in case of web, it will be WAR or web archives. So these jar files are situated somewhere. For example, you want to get a book. If you have in your home, you will read it. Otherwise, you will go to library. So in library, you get the books. So in which library you go to your college library. It is available, you get. Otherwise, you go to some state library, some district library, somewhere. Right? So similarly, all these Java files or Java archives are stored somewhere else. From there, you have to download it to take the proper class path number, which will be available for the program. So it will be difficult for us to maintain all the. So instead of that, all the dependencies will be written in Gradle file or Maven. In case of Maven, actually it will be mosh.xml. In case of Gradle, it will be build.gradle. So you write what are the dependencies for that. Gradle will download all these files. It's not required you changing, you getting that. Also, whenever you want to upgrade these libraries from one version to another version, you just change the version in the build.gradle or pom.xml. It will download the new version. Okay. And also after that, it will put all those files into your class path so that your program will be able to compile. And it will compile and it will create a final jar or APK file in case of Android or bar file in case of web. So that you can directly go and then deploy somewhere and use it. Okay. So that is the use of build tools. So here, what build tool we are using? Gradle. Very good. Speak out. What tool we are using? Gradle. And the file name which you need to go and change is build.gradle file. And the language in which actually build.gradle file is written is called as Groovy script. The Groovy script looks very similar to JSON. There is no difference. Okay, JSON kind of thing. So you know JSON, Java object notation. So it starts with a curly brace, ends with a curly brace. There will be value brace. Okay. So there is a little delay in the screen transition in the second row. So don't worry, it will come. So let us see what is the project structure. You guys have played the first project, right? So you can see in your project itself, what did you do? Did you create any Java file? Did you write any Java code? Did you create any XML? Did you write anything in XML? Did you create a build.xml? Did you create anything? Nothing. Who created all those things? Is my Android Studio. That is the benefit of using IDE. IDE will do a lot of work for you, and you can actually focus on the customization whatever you want. Otherwise, I mean, for us, downloaded and installed 2 hours, and then you create all these files, you can actually because you are so it saved us 3 hours into 60 people, 180 hours, right? So it has created essentially 4 important things. One is a folder for Java, where that Java is, which is like a package. It has created REST, RES. REST stands for, it's a shortcut for resources. REST folder, where it has created some XML layouts created files. This is actually you have an XML already in the layouts folder, main layout or something .xml. So when you open that, actually it will open like a screen. Okay, and if you want to edit, actually you need to click on a different button so that it will open for edit. But by default, it will create a XML file. So you have Android manifest.xml. That is what components we are going to use, what permissions we are allowing in we need in this app. Not allowing, actually, we need. Whatever you are mentioning here, that is what actually will come whenever you install this app or open this app. Right? Whenever you install a new app, it will ask like I need camera permissions, I need some of the music applications will ask for contacts permissions. So you should not allow it. And because that is asking because it is written in Android manifest.xml. Okay. And finally, whatever we have discussed, build.gradle, it has dependencies, configurations, so that it will download all the dependencies, put into the class path, compile my class, and then create a finally usable artifact. Okay. So if you open Java file, open main activity.java. So not the XML, main activity.java. Fine. It's under Java folder in your project. So you will see similar code. You will have much more code, but this is the simplest code that you can write. So it says public class main activity. So in Java, you write anything in a class. Okay. And if you use public before the class name and your file name. So what is your file name? Main activity.java. Right? If you remove .java, that's the same name and it's a case. So including case, it will be main activity. Right? And then let us discuss about extends app compact activity. So in Java is an object-oriented program, and it has abstraction, inherent encapsulation, inheritance, and consequence. Easy to remember with your OLs, AEIO, right? Abstraction, encapsulation, inheritance, and overriding consequence. So this is using inheritance. So what is meant by inheritance? Extending the class, right? So which means I will use whatever are there on the super class, my parent class, and I also do something. It's like extending a parent property. They are going to close, or I will make sure. So they all of the two crores will come to me, right? My own money will be added to my wealth, right? So all the objects, but all the methods and attributes will come from parent object, excluding private. And whatever I am writing here will also be this. So essentially, main activity, how many methods it has? Not just one, but whatever which has with the app compat activity plus one. Okay. Whereas here I am also using annotation called override. Annotation means it starts with at the rate. Annotation means I'm telling something special. So if you issue a check to somebody, sometimes actually we cross it on the left hand top. It says A by C payee only, account payable. Which means if somebody carries this check to a bank without having an account, they will not be given. Only it will be drawn to my bank account. Okay, it will be paid to my bank. So it's a special meaning. Here also I am saying that at the rate means it has a special meaning, and that special meaning is overriding. Right? Override means actually whatever my parent has the same method, but don't use that method, use this. Okay. So I'll not go much deep into Java concepts, but so what it is telling is on create is a method which I am overriding, and what it has to do is it says super on create, which means actually whatever my parents method is there, take the entire code and copy paste here. That is what it is telling. And set context view r dot layout dot activity main. So if you open your layouts, you have an XML file, open that file, activity main dot XML. So inside that you have activity main. So what you are telling is show the entire content, whatever you have in the layout onto the screen. Okay. So what do you have in XML? Let us see. So you have one text view. Text view is like a label in a website. Label means just write whatever you have. So inside the text view, you have text as other. So which means actually it will show on the land page nothing. That's it. Right? So what this Java file is doing, it will do the backend logic. At the same time, it will bind your layout to the backend. Okay. On create means whenever you open the screen for this particular activity, what should it have? What should it do? On create. We'll see the life cycle also later on. So if you try to run it, it will say you don't have any devices. So the first thing what you have to do is create a device. So this is how you create a device, and here you go to device manager, which is on if it is a latest one, it will be on your left side page, right side page, device manager. Go to there, you have a plus symbol, you create a new device. So the entire right side, you go to the right side page. You have device. There you have running device. If you click on the running device, what are the devices? So here I can select whatever the type of device I want, what kind of API needs to be used and all. And in the advanced settings, whoever has already created the device, just go to your and click on the three dots, and go to edit. Just try to do along with me so that you will learn more. So that you are not sleepy. Click on three dots, any device, three dots. After the device, you have three dots. Edit. Okay. I'll show once on my screen. So on the device manager, on any device, click on the three dots. You have edit option and go to additional settings. Here you have a lot of settings. So the first setting you can see is camera. Because in this project you will be using camera, make sure that you set your camera not labeled, because we need to show the actual, product and all, where we need to take a photograph of the actual product, and then it will process the ML, AML, in the evening I will show you, will process, and it will tell what product. If I show it in Apple, it will say it's Apple, right? So we need to use the camera. So on the camera, select webcam one. That's our webcam. We have multiple connected, then it will show the one. So rare also, webcam 0. Because on our laptop or desktop, we have a webcam. Whereas for your phone, it has been. So that will actually make sure that, and then click on finish. That will help us with the actual camera. After that, open your go to running devices and then open the camera. Check whether it is working or not. So how do you do that? Just go to your running devices. If your app is running, first stop the app, everything on the square red button. Stop the app. And then drag from top. Okay. So that you will get camera. Check in camera. Open the camera. Hello everything. All that. See, you should be visible in the camera. Otherwise, you have not set the sentence properly. I think you will not be, because you don't have camera on your desktops. That's okay. But when you try to do the same thing in your laptop after this, just see it will come. I'll show on my phone. Yeah, desktop doesn't have any camera, unfortunately. But our project has two options. Either you select it, take a clip from camera, or you can use it from gallery. So we will use it from gallery. So it will not stop our, So here are the steps what we have followed. So we have selected a empty views activity, and then we have created a hello world program. And this is what the activity main.xml. And here you can see that in the activity main.xml, you can see text size as 24 SP. I mean, whatever I am showing on the screen, you might have different details based on the version. So what is meant by SP? So you'll also see that. So let us see what are different. Let us see what are different life cycle events. Life cycle event. One is on create, second one is on start, third one is on resume, on pause, on stop, on destroy. So on create means whenever that activity is being created. What is meant by activity creation? Activity creation means activity creation in Java. Actually, the object is getting created. Whose object is getting created? Any Java class, right? Here, for example, read activity is one screen, means one activity. Whenever the object is getting created on main activity, this particular code will be created, which means to that particular screen for the first time, this code will be created. When we minimize, then the on pause will be created. When we maximize, actually when we click on the center button, it will be minimized. So when we click on the app, it will be maximum. Then on resume will be created. So on start means after creation, when it becomes visible, on start will be created. And just before, whenever we stop means actually we go from that page to another page. On start will be created. And destroy is like when you close the app activity on destroy. So these are different life cycles, life cycle events. So let us write some code to test the life cycle now. So in your main activity.java, we already have what do we have on create. So let us write on start and on pause. So on start and on pause, you can easily write it at the rate override, then protected void on start, and inside that super.on start and log.d, whatever you want. You can actually write anything here inside double quotes. Okay. So just see and copy the code. So we'll not go into details into this topic, but let us try it. Yes. Just follow the slide. Just add the first two methods into your code in main activity.java after on create method. Not inside the on create, after the method of on create. So on the screen, you can see I'm showing the completed code. After on create method, you need to add these two methods. Hope you can see it now properly. So inside the on start, you just need to say super dot on start, and after that log dot d life cycle double quotes, comma, on start call. Yes, this is the next one. Second one. Log dot d, capital F. Capital. So when you say log dot d, you can actually say that some imports are missing. Just click on that and say import class. It will automatically, if it gives an error. Log dot d in braces, double quotes, life cycle, comma, double quotes, on start called. Once you complete the code, right click on main activity and say run. Write both the methods, on start, on pause. Just copy on start and then paste it and then paste start pause. Please. Class na resta. Same this. Can we try it? Break just life cycle. Oh, 5 minutes. Itu mana ini? Kamu baik banget. Juga mun remind us. Whenever you add one, it will say try again, but the window of granted because it has added one more dependency. So make sure that you click on try again. So build.gradle will download the log part also. Itu bagus. Ini color macam. And we learn the use of these connected. చిన్నగా ఇస్తుంది Okay. So whoever has completed, just log in, and you have an option called log cat on the left hand side. You can see this is log cat. So it's like a symbol of cat. If you click it, you can see whatever is happening in your app. It's for debugging. So when you run this code, let me run and show. I think my device is down. So I can start this log cat. It will show what is happening. And on the top, just write hello world in the filter so that you only get the logs related to your app. This is why we use. Let me change my device. So down you can see whenever you minimize your app and maximize your app, it will show on pause, on start. So let me run my app. So you can see my app started. Now if I click on the middle button, so it says on pause call here. Okay. And if I again open my app, it will say on start call. So this is the life cycle: on start, on pause.